Welcome to Vital After 50. If you have noticed that your midsection seems to have a mind of its own lately, you are certainly not alone. You might be eating the same way you did 10 years ago and staying just as active, yet the scale and your waistline refuse to budge. It can feel incredibly frustrating, as if your body has suddenly changed the rules of the game without telling you. But here is the truth you need to hear. Losing belly fat after 50 is not impossible. It simply requires a different strategy. We aren't just fighting calories anymore, we are working with hormones, metabolism, and muscle preservation. Today I'm going to walk you through a science-backed, sustainable 5-point plan to reclaim your health and trim your waistline. This isn't about fad diets or punishing workouts. It's about understanding how your body works now, so you can finally see the results you deserve. The first and perhaps most critical shift you must make is prioritizing protein and muscle retention. As we age, we face a natural process called sarcopenia, which is the gradual loss of muscle mass. Because muscle is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories at rest than fat does, losing muscle means your metabolism slows down significantly. This is why protein is your best friend after 50. When you consume high-quality protein, you provide your body with the building blocks it needs to maintain the muscle you have. Furthermore, protein has a higher thermic effect of food than fats or carbohydrates, meaning your body burns more energy just digesting it. It also keeps you fuller for longer, reducing the urge to snack on empty calories. Aim for about 25 to 30 grams of protein at every meal, focusing on lean meats, fish, eggs, or plant-based sources like lentils and Greek yogurt. Second, we have to talk about managing insulin resistance. As we cross the age 50 threshold, our bodies often become less efficient at processing carbohydrates. When you eat refined sugars or white starches, your blood sugar spikes, and your body releases insulin to manage it. Insulin is a fat storage hormone, and it particularly likes to store fat in the abdominal area. To lose belly fat, you need to keep your insulin levels stable. This doesn't mean you have to cut out carbs entirely, but you must choose them wisely. Focus on high-fiber, complex carbohydrates like berries, leafy greens, and cruciferous vegetables. Fiber slows down the absorption of sugar, preventing those insulin spikes that lead to belly fat accumulation. Think of fiber as the brakes for your metabolism. Third, we must shift the focus of your exercise from long hours of cardio to consistent resistance training. While walking is wonderful for your heart, it isn't enough to change your metabolic rate. To burn belly fat, you need an engine that burns fuel even when you are sleeping. That engine is your musculature. Lifting weights, using resistance bands, or even performing bodyweight exercises like squats and push-ups 2 to 3 times a week sends a signal to your body that it needs to keep its muscle. This keeps your basal metabolic rate high. Remember, you don't need to spend hours in the gym or lift heavy weights like a bodybuilder. Consistency and proper form are far more important than the amount of weight on the bar. Fourth, we cannot ignore the impact of stress and cortisol. In our 50s, our bodies become more sensitive to the stress hormone known as cortisol. When you are chronically stressed or sleep-deprived, cortisol levels remain elevated, which specifically signals the body to store fat deep inside the abdomen, known as visceral fat. This is the most dangerous type of fat because it surrounds your internal organs. If you are eating perfectly and exercising but still not losing weight, check your stress levels and your sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality rest. Sleep is not a luxury, it is a metabolic necessity. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissue and regulates the hormones that control hunger and fullness. Without it, you are fighting an uphill battle. Finally, you must embrace the reality that progress after 50 is nonlinear and requires patience. In your 20s, you might have been able to drop 10 pounds in a month by skipping a few desserts. Now your body values stability. This means the crash diet approach will backfire, causing you to lose muscle rather than fat. The key to losing belly fat now is the aggregation of marginal gains, small, healthy choices made consistently over time. Celebrate the non-scale victories like having more energy, your clothes fitting better, or feeling stronger during your walks. This is a marathon, not a sprint, and the goal is a lifestyle you can maintain for the next 30 or 40 years. If you found these tips helpful and want to continue your journey toward peak health and longevity, please take a moment to subscribe to Vital After 50. Our mission is to provide you with the tools and knowledge to make your second half of life your best half. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and let us know in the comments which of these 5 points you plan to focus on first. Remember, it is never too late to start, and your best self is still ahead of you. Thank you for watching.